Hello and welcome to LastofAvari's channel into another episode of Avarian Bydlocode. Here I'm featuring Dark Ruler version 1.3. This is a simple game, a pretty simple dark game that is just basically one-screen labyrinth game where you have to collect all the pieces of stars on the level, and you have 16 levels, which were slightly expanded, all of them, so I had to rewrite them. Some of them are rewritten just a little bit, slightly readjusted, and some others are more significantly updated. But yeah, I've added a few more features since version 1.2. You can already see these top crawlers in the dark section, which is a high score table. Previously you had only one top score and you couldn't even enter your name. Now you can do that with a special interface subroutine which I wrote, and of course you have this top score table which is saved to the disk. There's an updated top score ASC file which stores all of that. It's not encrypted, so you can cheat obviously, but well, it's a single player game, so you are only cheating yourself. Second of all, primitive simple title screen is now replaced with the proper menu, and that's not a giant menu, but you have your all options on the screen. As I see that start game, information, and credits. Credits are now in different parts of the menu, because I didn't want to throw at you all this information, because imagine like 5 pages of text switching 12 seconds per second, it would be quite bothersome and not very comfortable to read. So yeah, instead of that, you can read it right here, all credits to external sources, and obviously you can send feedback to my public email lastofavari@lastofavari.com. Space to go back, and information is now in its own subsection. Here, as you can see, controls are also shown to you. You can switch pages with A and D and space to go back to the title menu. So here are your whole blocks, like 10 different objects in game, and they're colored differently. Updated that as well, so interface at some points. Got some updates. Now you can easily see what color represents what enemy way better, because you have more of that color over here, and this interface also supports more pages, so I can expand it very easily at any point. Now go back and start game. As you can see, I adjusted some levels. I will not show you all the levels, so I just packed a few of them into a custom level index file, which are available since version 1.2. And yeah, you can see these expanded levels. They're only expanded by 2 lines, so I simplified the design of stat bar, which is the section of the screen at the bottom when you have all your statistics, like lives, keys, and all that other useful stuff. So I could rewrite levels to fit this like first level of Pac-Man properly-ish. It's still not represented like entirely accurate, so it's not like copyright infringement, I suppose. But yeah, it's very close to it nevertheless. And even better, since now I can fit more things more properly. So let's get all of this stuff. Of course, you have the keys, and keys are not really power-ups, but you should use them carefully, because you can screw up things very easily. For example, there are sometimes more doors than you really want to use. That means that if you open the door that shouldn't be opened, you will not have enough keys to get to the level exit by the end of the level. So sometimes you can get 1 or 2 extra keys, but most of the time you don't. So I don't remember exactly how many keys do I need to pass it, so I will be pretty much careful as I can, as I'm able to, and track this enemy, which obviously if you haven't played the game before, it has 2 types of behavior. First type is just chaotic behavior, when it crawls around the level, and it doesn't really hunt you, but if you get too close, like now, currently, look, it goes closer to me, and that's how it intended to work. So it will actually try to get to you, and you can either try to get away or try to push the enemy while it hunts you down onto one of these traps, which are percent signs. That is another possibility. Let's see if I can do that right here. Yeah, make it... no, it went right to me, which is kinda bad. Okay, maybe I'll be able to do something like this. Yeah, it's very close and very uncomfortable, but can still have my chance. Yeah, it can track you, but it doesn't really have any real pathfinding. Its AI was slightly improved in version 1.2, so sometimes it gets a little bit more clever or maybe less stupid, as you do. But most of the time, it's not too clever. So in these tiny levels, I didn't want to add another enemy, because you don't really have any active means of fighting it, and that means that with two enemies on the screen, you would have a very hard time fighting them both and try not to die, because you only have 3 lives. And here comes another improvement. As you can see, this level rewards table with your bonus rewards, bonus points, now designed better with actual graphic frame, which is nice in my opinion. It's kind of simple, but now it's more pronounced, so it's not overburdened with the remains of the level. So you had to guess characters which actually are in the table and not part of the level. So yeah, here we have an open level, which was as well slightly expanded a little bit, rewritten and readjusted, so it's still kind of symmetrical. Let's see if I can make the enemy run into this trap on this level. Haven't wasted my life yet. Hey, yeah, maybe? Yeah, it's like 50 points or something, I don't remember exact number of points, but you can track my score. Now I have everything what I need, and here, one of those tricky situations, you may have an urge to go right to the level exit right here, but as you can see, you have only 2 keys left. That means that with this path you won't be able to open this level exit door. So what you actually need to do is go around, which is slightly longer, but you won't get stuck this way. So that's kind of nice, right? Let's pass through it, and there's like 1 or 2 levels more. Yay, Blaster Squad, most definitely not a Laser Squad, but now with 2 extra lines I could actually get this couple extra rooms in the middle of the level, get represented as they should have been from the very beginning, and I just didn't have enough vertical resolution, but now I kinda do, almost in most places, also significant places, so let's try to do something. I updated some other parts of this level as well, so it kind of makes it a little bit more interesting. Okay, we trapped him here. Well, not really trapped him, but you know what I mean. He'll eventually go back, because the enemy can't go back really when he's only... or she, you never know. With those ASCII characters, right? Going in this sort of strict way, when you have only 2 ways to go, like left or right, and to make it a little bit less random, so it wouldn't just go forwards and backwards all the time, basically being stuck in the same place, depending on your random numbers, of course. I made it so in this paths, when it has only 2 options, it can only go one way, so if it's already going left, it can't go right until it gets stuck, it only can be overridden with alternative behavior when you have no other options. If you have only one option to go, like you are blocked from all other ways, then you can go override this policy and go out of your, dead end. Nevertheless. But, hello, we gained some more points, which is nice, very nice indeed, 60 bonus points, because bonus points for level completion, they rise every level. And I believe that's level 4, that's the final level of my little subset. The actual game has 16 levels. If you just run it as it is, you can write your own levels, of course, and if you want to send me those level files, you can do that on my public email address, LastofAvari@LastofAvari.com. Now let's see, I only have 1 life, so let's not waste it. I want to show you top score table and how you enter your name in it, because I'm kind of pretty proud with it, because I not only need to actually sort your names, which was the easier part, but also make it so you'll be able to enter your name without ruining the interface. Like, if I just place regular input command of QuickBasic, you can't really limit the amount of characters which you can enter, which means you can pretty much fill the entire screen with your name. And of course, you can just copy like 16 first characters of that ridiculous input and filter it out, but your interface, like UI, would be ruined, and it won't ruin the game, but it would kinda look stupid. So instead of using that, I just tracking your scan codes or the characters that you are typing. That way I'm able to only let you enter 16 characters, so your cursor will not go sideways to the bottom part of the screen. So now we have 2 keys, that means 1 bonus key, and I could get 1 bonus coin, which I missed right in the beginning, but that's not important. As you can see, just from all these 4 levels, not even done optimally, you can get enough points to go to the high score. So high scores are not too high. You don't have to finish the entire game to beat the table. That wasn't my call for putting those point numbers. Just a little bit of an incentive to go further. So you have 65 points, that means that I am up in the top of high score table, pretty much, right? Yeah. You can just enter your name like LastofAvari. Well, my name is already top, because I'm the dev. So how about last 9,000s? That's ridiculous and childish, but, you know, you can be childish. Sometimes, a little bit. Doesn't hurt anybody. So as you can see, if you will proceed, you will not ruin anything, you are just locked to 16 characters, and in my opinion that's enough. That's not ridiculous 3 characters like some arcade ports have you entered, so it's not just your initials. You can actually enter your entire internet pseudonym if it's not too long, but it's here, yeah, it's entered, highlight showing you that, and you can see that top scores are updated. And here's a little victory animation that was as well added in the previous version. That's not a new thing, but nevertheless, I think it looks pretty nice. You can notice these guys and girls around, and yeah, you can follow them on Twitter or like other places, Twitch and YouTube. Some of them do stream and make YouTube videos. Some of them are not doing anything when it comes to videos, or at least not regularly, but they are all amazing people, and I appreciate them. Hopefully, you will appreciate this little program as well. Of course, it's just a little stupid basic game, but nevertheless, it's part of my nostalgia of retro gaming. Hopefully it wasn't too annoying, and I don't know if I'll make another version, but who knows, maybe in a year. It seems that I'm making these yearly updates. Maybe not worthwhile, but for me it's an interesting experience. Goodbye, and share the hell out of it. If you like the video, you know what to do, and thank you and goodbye.